no two things are the same, no two relationships are the same, no two homes are the same. But if you want to have an idea of what it's gonna be like when you get married, this is the video for you. Please stay tuned and keep on watching. Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Mom Talk videos. This time around, not mom talk but wife talk videos. If this is your first time stopping by, you are most definitely welcome. If you're an oldie but a goodie, thank you. I really appreciate you. You know I do. You know I heart you. You know you are here. Oh my god, thank you guys so much for always coming back. So today's video, guys, it's a collaboration between myself and this Sierra Leonean YouTuber. Her name is Velvet on Instagram. Her real name is Jonette, and her YouTube name is Beauty for the Soul. So I'll leave her link in the description box, and I'll just put her name somewhere on the screen so you guys can check her channel out. She's a mom and she's also a beauty vlogger, a mom vlogger, beauty influencer, whatever you can call it. But yes, so you guys know I'm a mom, full-time mom, full-time wife, full-time nurse, and a full-time entrepreneur. I'm a full-time everything. So today we'll be talking about our changes, the changes that we face as married women, as wives, like, you know, living from a single life to a married life. Like, what are the changes that you're going to face if you are a single girl and you want to know, or you want to have an idea, because no two things are the same, no two relationships are the same, no two homes are the same. But if you want to have an idea of what it's gonna be like when you get married, this is the video for you. Please stay tuned and keep on watching. So the first change that I personally experienced, and I think almost everybody was gonna experience, is making decisions. Like, you no longer consider yourself alone. You definitely are looking at two people that have become one, and you're making sure that whatever decisions you're making for yourself really work out for the other person. So you definitely have to be selfless. If you were selfish in the past, if you always thought about yourself alone, no, in marriage you have to think about two people. Now it's about two people it is. So if, like, before I got married, I was in nursing school and I always wanted to do my master's right away, not to do any other thing. But when I got married, guess what? I started having kids. I mean, that was not my decision alone. It was a decision between my husband and I. And now that, you know, I'm trying to rest for a little bit. I'm trying to rest for a little bit, so maybe I can go to school now. But initially that was not the plan, and that was, if it was just me alone, I'll definitely go to school. But you have to make sure that you both are coming to terms with your decision. So decisions now is not more a one-way thing, it's a two-way thing. So you have to be ready for that. Number two is, when you get married, you have to be responsible. You have to be able to take care of your home. Before you get married, there's so many things that maybe you had in you, you didn't know that you could do. But when you get married, you find yourself just doing those things like house chores. Like, every woman should just be able to know how to do house chores. Like, it's just normal. Not that that defines a woman, not that doing house chores is what makes you a good wife. No, but most often than not, you want to be able to take care of your home. You want your home to be clean. You want your house, your room, your bathroom to be the way you want it. Especially if you start having kids, you know, you have to be organized. You have to be able to put things together. You have to be able to do things that, you know, you will not do when you were single. So as a married woman, you just start making decisions. You start being very spontaneous with things that you did not even know that you could do. So those are things that, you know, as a woman, as a married woman, they are just gonna come like that. Changes that even with yourself, you're gonna be surprised at. Like, you know, you'll be surprised at yourself, because you'll be doing some of these things without even realizing it. Amazingly, when you're single, sometimes when you were single, you might maybe clean just once a week and stuff, but I don't know which woman does that. But yeah, now you don't clean just once a week. You might probably be cleaning more often. So that is a change that comes with marriage too. Another change that I will say comes with marriage is commitment. Look, if you were not committed in your dating life, when you're married, you have to be committed. You have to be, you have to put your mind into it. You have to make it work. You have to want to make your relationship work. Not that every little thing that happens, you just think that the relationship should end. This is not like dating. This is marriage. Marriage it's a secret covenant. It's something that it's for better, for worse. I'm not saying that people should kill you and you stay there dying, no, but it's like it's not like the least thing that happens you always have to run out of the marriage and stuff. No, you have to be committed. You have to be able to stand your grounds. You have to be able to hold on to that relationship until it's really at a point where you know that no, this relationship is not safe. As long as it's not safe for you, then I mean, I'm not an advocate to tell people to leave their marriages, but if it's a relationship that is not safe, if your marriage is not safe, then you can bid it goodbye. But as long as it's just minor problems, you have to be able to be tolerant. You have to be able to, you have to be considerate. You have to be selfless. You have to be, as a married woman, like marriage is not just like a friendship that you come and you just give me A, I give you B. No, you have to be committed. You have to want to make your relationship work. A lot of people just get into marriage and divorce a lot. Or I've not been in marriage for 10 years, but from my little experience in marriage, it's just about knowing and understanding your partner. It's about knowing that your partner is part of you. Don't try to make your partner a stranger. Making your partner a stranger is going to make marriage really difficult for you. If you make your partner you, like, imagine hurting yourself. Like, if you hurt yourself, it's going to really hurt you. So when you're making decisions, think about that. This is me. If this is me, what will I do? Don't think about you as two different people. Think about your partner as you. Like, it's supposed to be, your partner is you. I don't know how to explain it, but that's how marriage is supposed to be. That's how marriage is. So be committed. Just put in your efforts, make your relationship work until you see that this relationship really can't work. Then it can't work. Okay, so that is another point that I think that as a married woman, if you did not have when you were single, you have to incorporate that into your marriage. Sacrifices. Look, in marriage, you have to sacrifice. Sometimes it's not all about you. Not sometimes. In marriage, it's not all about you. You have a partner. You have another person. That other person that has become you. That other person that is now like you. That other person that you take like you. So you have to sacrifice. There are certain things, like, as I was saying earlier, I've always wanted to just do my master's, but due to marriage and having kids, it's not even marriage, it's actually having kids that stopped me from getting my master's immediately. I will sacrifice. You have to learn how to sacrifice. Sometimes financially, you guys are not financially stable to go to school at the same time. If your partner is in school, you can stay home. If you are in school, your partner can stay home. You guys can sacrifice. You have to sacrifice. You have to be able to sacrifice. You have to be able to let go. You have to be able to be, that takes me to the next point, saying you have to be able to always feel sorry. You have to know how to say I'm sorry. In marriage, if you do not know how to say I'm sorry, you have to know how to say I'm sorry now, because you are not by yourself. You are two of you. You want to make this work. It's not always about, like, I'm not the one who is at fault. Yes, there are some people that will just make it a habit and let the other person always say sorry, but you have to learn how to say sorry. If you keep saying sorry, if the other person is human, the other person understands life, the person is going to know that, you know what, I also have to step up. You have to show the other person, if the other person is not like that, you have to show the other person that being sorry is important. Being sorry is a necessity. Being sorry is mandatory. It's obligatory. You have to be sorry. If you're in marriage, you have to learn how to say you are sorry. Okay, so Marriage in general is not just a play, it's not just a game that people just get into it. Before you're getting married to somebody, you're ready to be one with that person. You're ready to be to be committed. You're ready to be to you're ready to make it work, unless it really doesn't work, but you are ready to sacrifice and make things work. So you have to be selfless. You have to, you have to you have to sacrifice. You have to make your relationship the best of the best. So this brings me to the end of our video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Follow me on my social medias. I'm going to put them in the description box. Thank you, and see you in our next video. Bye.